Oh, I do this. Oh my god. Oh my god. No matter what platform I am on, I swear to God, I do this. Hold up. Give me a second. There we go. Perfect. You know, I oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hold up. Let me turn this off and let me turn this on. There we go. There I am. Hello, hello. Wow. This place, nice. Let's see. Oh, I think my stream is behind for a bit. There we go. Oh my god, Queenie! Hi Queenie, how are you? How you doing? How is stream? Is stream good or am I dying? Oh my god, hi Cooper, how are you? Yeah, oh my god, this is new platform. Oh my god, it's like getting a pair of new shoes. Oh, it turns out that I don't even have a plugin to get you guys on screen. Oh. That's unfortunate. Man. You're good? Okay, bet. Oh my god, look at you guys. Oh! This is so fun. This is so fun. But yeah, welcome in guys. How's it going? How are you? Are you having a good day? Are you having a good time? Cooper, are you at work? And Queenie, are you hunched over doing work? Yeah. So basically, I had this great idea that if I wanted to stream and I wasn't doing my usual times, like around afternoon PST to like 9 p.m. PST, maybe 10 p.m. PST, I thought that I could do this where I'll just stream to YouTube, and if the YouTube chat likes me, that's great or whatever. But I thought it would nice. I thought it would be nice. Oh, I see. We're dying. But it's okay. It's okay. We're here. I'm good, just watching the hours go by at work. Ooh, I see. Nice. All right. I feel that though. Especially with night shift, I think that it goes by way slower than anything, right? But I think this is such a nice way to test out platform compatibility, if that makes sense. Like YouTube, I feel like isn't optimized for live streaming, so it might be a bit difficult on this one. Yeah, I'm seeing like the stream status of it being poor. No, stop it. And great thing, guys, you guys don't get ads. You guys don't get ads here. Oh my god, regardless of subscription, you don't get ads. Oh my god, Silver. Hi Silver, how are you? How was stream? Did you have fun? Currently putting on my writing. Oh, nice. Exactly. Silver is a cutie. Pass it on. It definitely goes by slow. Yeah. Cooper, have you always worked night shift, or were you like a day shift baddie at one point? Oh my god, hey J-Board. Hi. How are you? How you doing? How's your day? Oh my god, the little fox! I love how I can see your guys' profile pictures. I think that's so cute. I forgot that it's like a feature on YouTube. It went well, had fun with everyone there. Oh, that's good. I caught some of it, and I was just there lurking. I was lurking and staring. I think your repo model is really cute. I think that's fun. Doing good, and you? Oh, that's good. I'm doing good too. I slept a lot today. Oh, I think my brother's here actually. Yeah, I think my brother came home. Here, let me close my door real quick. But yeah, you guys didn't see my fuck up of not having my model turned on. Oh my god. Thank you. Hugh made it. It was for me a while back. Oh, nice. Okay, nice. When I was part-time, I was second and first, but for the last 7 years, I've been nights. You've been doing this for 7 years? Oh my god, Cooper, slay, slay. Oh my god, like that's cool. That's cool to me. Because usually people who do night shift, right, they don't really do it for a long time. As you guys can tell that I'm more of a night owl wherever I'm at. The night it called to me, fair, so valid. The little cat one. Oh yeah, you guys, oh my god, I forgot. So the thing with YouTube, right? I was a YouTube live stream girly back in the day. Hold up. So I don't catfish people. Let me switch over to my art program real quick. But as I was saying, back in the day, I was more of a YouTube live streamer where I would would like watching live streams on YouTube more often than not than being on Twitch. Because Twitch is like you got to go to a whole different platform, and it's like for me, I was lazy because I didn't have any motivation to go to Twitch, right? So I would watch a lot of YouTubers live streams on YouTube. And mind you, I wouldn't stay too long because the problem with YouTube is that, guys, if you look in the corner, look at all those yummy videos you could be watching right now instead of me. Look at them. Tantalize them. No, look back here. Look back here. Hey. Look back here. Look at me. Don't do it. Don't click it. Hey. Keep that mouse away from it. Keep that mouse. Hey. start hitting you. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. I feel so goofy. It's like the first time I ever streamed. That's like the vibe I'm getting from this. I think it's so much fun. Yeah, let me turn on my other model. There we go. There I am. Let's see. Like, I like it even if my sleep doesn't exist. Oh, that's fair. Where are you guys? How are you guys sitting in boxes? Why do you have box emotes? What the hell? I'm surprised. The only unfortunate part of this is that I cannot play music, guys. You are forever stuck listening to my BGM. That soap made me. I'll try to contact him if he has any more music. I'm just gonna make a big ass playlist out of like copyright free songs and just have that playing in the background on YouTube. I think that's better. So you don't go insane. Let's see. Joke's on you, mobile doesn't show the yummy videos on the side. Oh, W. Good. Oh my god, I can see my little ghost. You guys see my little ghost? I can see my little ghost next to me. Oh my god, that's so cute. The dab is crazy. Oh my god, yeah, show me the emotes, guys. The one that I love personally is hold up. This one. I love this one. If you guys notice on Twitch, I made that into my own emote. I was like, this is too good. I use this all the time. Because the only sucky part about YouTube is that you guys can't use emotes from other channels. So say if like So did a live stream, right? You guys can't use the my puppo always wants to come inside. I swear to God. But you guys, yeah, if So did a live stream, he's not able to actually use those things here, which is really sad, right? Oh my god, Jaybird found a raccoon emote for nobody. Let's go. Oh, the biting hands one's so good too. What is that, a piece of spam? Oh my god, that's a piece of spam. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Can I pin anything? Oh, I can. I can pin messages. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because like I was setting things up, right? And it was so like tedious. So I understand why people don't do YouTube, because it's like, okay, what category are you going to be in? How many like tags do you want to use? How many hashtags do you want to use? And then I was looking at other streamers that I watch, like Scarl and those guys, to look at like how do they set up their stuff, and I was like, oh shit, I almost forgot to put the rules. Oh my god, we can't be the wild west here, guys. We can't do that. Ain't no way we can't do that. So I made sure to put that in there. But it is sad not seeing the emotes. Just response. Maybe I should make Reaper into a can of spam. I think that'd be fun. Oh, is that a little Frankenstein eating popcorn? Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. But yeah. So that was my thought process with YouTube, is that I think it'd be easier for me to go do. I thought it would be easier for me to go and do stuff on YouTube, just so that I don't ruin everyone's streaks. Because sometimes I have time in the morning and I'm like, I could be drawing, and usually I do draw often offline, but I want to have the recordings of the drawing. Like I want to be able to have the, what do you call it? The, like I don't want to have to record myself, if that makes sense. I'd rather it just be readily available. Why not? Jaybird's like, I want my points. I want my Reaper points. Give me my Reaper points. But yeah, you know, like the VOD here will live forever on YouTube. So that's why I'm like, damn, it would be really nice to do that. Because what I'm planning to do for this channel was for me to be able to have a lot of those recordings of my drawings, like me doing the mpreg art, me doing the challenges or competitions that I enter, and having that be placed on here, and then have the gaming stuff just be gaming, right? But what I realized is that I'm running out of space on my computer. I did not get enough storage for Daikon, so I'm trying to figure out an alternative storage solution. So this is also a part of that. So I'm like, man. I think what I'm gonna do is that really big series that I worked on that I'm not going to upload, I'm just going to put those on like a hard drive and just leave that there and figure that out later. Because I tried uploading all of those like recordings, like for example, like those huge recording sessions they used to have for like the voice acting people. I was going to upload that to a cloud and have those guys download them for like maybe like 3 months and have them use it. But my internet is just the last, so it takes me forever to upload anything. So I'm like, man. But it's fine. Well, fine. I'll figure things out. It'll be fine. This is part of the solution. And yeah, I think it'd be a fun time. I'm gonna see if I can try to do multi. So do Twitch and YouTube. But I have to figure that out later because I don't know if the internet can handle that. But yeah, oh my god, I didn't even talk about this. Like my thumbnail. This is how it's going so far. So I went through many different iterations of this thumbnail. You guys were there for most of it last time, and it was not going well. It was not going well. Trying to balance being very, what do you call it? Trying to balance cuteness versus the dumbness of what I do with Reaper all the time is hard. It's so hard. So I've decided that the best thing that I can do is probably just do a more realistic proportions and more of us like a evil, like not evil but like mischievous type of look, because the title of the video is basically going to be local kid gets me into gambling. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. I definitely recommend getting an external hard drive to put raw videos on. Oh, real. Yeah, because it's a lot of storage. It's a lot of storage. Because I've been managing like games and stuff like that. Because the pack, we usually do like games with like that are pretty chunky, pretty big. Like for example, we did House Slipper, and I ended up just having to delete that game because I was in the middle of a recording session with Emibu and Colgate. So I was like, I had to get rid of something. So I, you know, the recording ended, and then I basically uninstalled the whole game because I needed more space. So that's why I was like, I gotta clear up some space on my computer. But that is fine. Also, I do not like how YouTube doesn't let me like how do I do this? There we go. I'll just leave it on that one. I don't want to see numbers. Don't show me numbers. I'm really bummed that you guys can't hear music though. That's the only like shitty part, I think. I'm trying to think what else. What else did I do today? I think a lot of what my day was just trying to rest and honestly hang out with people. I feel like when it comes to me, I get very much like in a workaholic type of mood. So I'll just be working on stuff over and over and over again, and then I won't actually rest, which is like the bad part, right? So I spent a lot of the day hanging out with people and talking with them and like giving them advice on things that they can work on. Or like just having conversations, right? Oh no. Because I know a lot of people get in their heads about, how do I explain this? They get into their heads about being perfect, where I'm like, nah, it's fine. Just do things that make you happy, dog. Because at the end of the day, we can be more about like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that so I can do this, right? But I think you should enjoy the journey as well. Like, I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. Like, enjoy the journey, bro. Don't go crazy with it, right? Because we can be ambitious all that we want, but we have to make sure that our pyramid of stuff is good, right? If that makes sense. Like, you're eating enough, that you're drinking enough water, that you're walking around enough, that you're going outside, socializing, that you're, you know, spending time with friends, and then you're working on your passions, and then you're working on your career. Like, having a balance of all of those things is very important in life. And honestly, life is never perfect, so you're going to be skewing in different directions. So you gotta do the movements, right? Because as annoying as it is, but life is really all about balance, and it's so fucking annoying. I'm hungry. Oh my god, Silver, did you not get another burrito? Did you not get a burrito for dinner for after stream? I have like 3 and all of them have the same stuff on it because I keep forgetting what was on it. LMAO. I'll look into it. Actually, wait. Cooper, if you have any recommendations, please tell me. I'm hungry as well, Silver. See, it's such a good emote. It's such a good emote. I know, it'd be like that. It's very late. So it's like, hungry. The spam. I usually end up making fried rice. I've been making a lot of fried rice lately. Because like I've been hungry, and fried rice is so much easier to make than anything else. You just chop up like the little spam, throws in some vegetables, throw in your spices and stuff, and then your rice, your egg, and then boom, soy sauce. And you measure with your heart because that's another dish to clean. No, I got some food before I came back home from work. I don't have to starve now. Oh, that's good. Yeah, eat your food. De-stress. Because I know I think you were streaming with a lot of people too. I saw Scout and I was like, oh my god, Scout. It's really funny, right? Because of the emotes that you guys use and like the subscriptions you have to like other streamers, I have such positive association of those streamers purely because you guys use their emotes, and I think that's really funny. Like, oh my god, you know, like I don't necessarily watch them, but I do follow them because I do like those emotes, and I do be like getting gifted gifts of like these subscriptions. I'm like, yes, let me use these emotes elsewhere, bro. Yeah, Scout's nice to talk to. Nice. Because Jaybird uses Scout's emotes a lot. Scout can do a Brooklyn accent? Really? I'll do some digging and let you know, Captain. Bet. Also, everyone here, I was I was being an idiot on Twitter because I was talking to Snoo about Twitter growth and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I kind of cut my losses with Twitter because I shitpost too much. Like, I have a problem. I can't control myself because I remember that I have free will. So now I'm like, what is stopping me from posting about commissions, or what's stopping me from doing this, or what's stopping me really from adding Taco Bell and letting me tell it, like, oh my god. What is stopping me from adding Taco Bell and telling them that I love them? Nothing is stopping me. Literally no one in this world is. And unless Taco Bell actually blocks me, I will not stop. I will not stop declaring my love. Oh yeah, I didn't even know. The pinned comment that I just pinned, right, of Cooper's little spam thing. I thought Cooper was just repeatedly sending spam, but apparently the pinned posts go to the bottom of the screen, which I think is dumb. Why can't I can't put you guys in timeout? Wow. Wow. I'm shooketh. This is so cool. This is so cool. It's completely different than Twitch, the setup of this thing. Love me some Taco Bell. Exactly. Taco Bell, my beloved. Love me. Love me. But yeah, this is so fun. This just feels like this feels like me streaming for the first time ever again. More spam for spam, exactly. Also, hi YouTube. Hi everyone who followed me from my shorts. Teehee. There we go. Oh, I think I didn't get my laptop so I can actually see you guys. Hold on, let me go grab it. Come on, laptop. Come on, my potato. Wait, quick question, guys. So I've been watching a lot of people talk about consoles because, you know, the whole debacle about console gaming versus like, you know, keyboard, mouse, PC gaming, right? And it made me think of like all of the gaming consoles that I've ever had. And so I started looking at like different consoles people have owned and things like that, right? So I ended up watching this lady go through all of her Nintendo products. So she's like, here's my Switch, here's my other Switch, here's my 3DS, here's my other DS, here's my other DS, here's my Game Boy. And I'm like, whoa, that is so real. Because as life changes, right, as the years go on, technology gets better and better, right? So it makes me think, what, like, is console gaming going to like explode at some point? I don't necessarily think so, but it just makes me think, because like back in the day, the Wii, like everyone has so many memories of having a Wii, right? Like the Wii system. I don't think people have a lot of nostalgia about the Wii U, I think, but overall, right? So it makes me think about that, and I'm like, what are kids just like do kids just like the Wii now, or like this, not the Wii, like the Switch or like the Steam Deck is the only thing I can think of where we all collectively have like fond memories of specific games, right? So that's why people are like, oh my god, I remember when I used to play Left 4 Dead or whatever, or like very specific Xbox games, right? But is that a thing anymore for kids? Because I feel like the internet is such a huge and wide space, right? That it's kind of impossible to relate to a single media. That's why kids cling on to the concept of a content creator, as well as like what do you call it, a streamer, right? Like you have kids saying like, oh my god, chat, that was crazy, which I think is crazy. Like I don't even do that. Like okay. And you see a lot of like the old websites of cartoons, like Cartoon Networks, like Cartoon Network. They got rid of their online game system. Like that doesn't exist anymore. So I'm like, damn. There's not like a lot of places for kids to be kids. And that's what people brought up a lot of times, is just like, you know, kids don't have places to really be themselves anymore. And it's really sad to see. But it makes me think about consoles and gaming in general, because even though I was someone who didn't enjoy games, I wasn't someone who like was a gamer per se. I had a DS, but the only time I would ever really play it, honestly, was on like school trips on the bus because there was nothing else to do. I wasn't into like constantly playing on my brother's Xbox or anything. So that's why, even for me, someone who wasn't very interested in the genre industry, I guess, like I wasn't like hyped over getting a new game or anything like that. That was never me. That was more like my siblings. My siblings were gamers. They were gamers. So it was one thing that I could connect with my siblings a little bit about, was like playing games with them or watching them play games. So seeing that kind of be in a different form is weird for me. Like kids nowadays don't really, I don't know if they even have that, right? Like yeah, they have the Switch, but like I don't see, for a generation that's constantly on the internet, you would think that they would make memes and stuff like that that would pop up about like, oh, you know, nostalgic over like the Wii U, or nostalgic over like the first Switch or something, or like the PS4 or something. So that's why my brain is like, yeah, I don't ever see any of those things. Maybe it's because I'm not the demographic, but if something's popular enough, I still see it, right? Because something is like so influential, I will see it even if I'm not the target demographic. It's the same way where everyone was like, what the hell is a BTS, you know? Back in like what, a few years ago, when no one knew what the fuck K-pop was. So that's why when I think about gaming and like gaming consoles and stuff like that, I wonder how it will be for future generations of like children, right? Because the most thing that they can ever relate to with each other on like a basic level is YouTube, and being a YouTuber basically, or being a streamer, or being Mr. Beast, right? And yes, it's different because it's a different generation, but it kind of makes me sad. Because even us, right? We would have moments of like, for example, I didn't grow up with internet, so I would constantly listen to music through the radio. So I was very connected to what was currently being played by other people, right? What was the top hits of the week or top hits of the month. You know, I was locked in on pop culture media. But what made me think about that is iconic commercials as well. Because I watched David Achi's video about commercials and why it feels so weird now. Like now you just get the weird AI slop commercials, which is like, okay, I guess that's a thing. But it's not the same. It's not the same sitting here talking about O'Reilly, or like the jingles, right? Like 877, what is it, 877 cash now, you know, like the jingles that you grew up listening to. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's just marketing, it's advertising, but you know, humans are all about connection, right? So that connection in that form is kind of lost now. Because who the fuck watches TV anymore? Like so many people that I spoke to like in university like years ago, as well as like people in high school back then, were already doing away with what do you call it? Doing away with television and cable. So like they're like, yeah, no, I have YouTube. Why the fuck would I want to listen to, like, why the fuck would I want to be watching Disney Channel or like Nickelodeon or even like other television programs that were popular at the time? Like many of the memes that are talked about are like shows from 5 to 7 years ago, right? Like I had this whole conversation with Snoo about Say Yes to the Dress, right? And I'm like, oh my god, I love Say Yes to the Dress. And most people will probably only watch that show through YouTube shorts. Because honestly, I started watching Pose through YouTube shorts. So I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, you know? And how like so much content now that are like small shows or whatever is being transformed into what do you call it? Being transformed into short form content. But like, how do I explain this? Like when TikTok started allowing 30-minute videos, there were so many Chinese dramas that I've watched purely through YouTube. So many shows from Netflix, from all over the place, where I've purely just watched clips and that were re-uploaded to YouTube. It's crazy. And if there is an intern out there, if there's an intern anywhere who is trying to promote shows, leak. I'm not recommending this, but if someone were to leak, you know, disclaimer, someone were to leak some of the most iconic moments into a YouTube format short, I think it would take off. Because that's deadass how one of my friends started watching a recent Hulu show. Was purely because she saw people talking about it through YouTube and saw a clip that was really funny. So I'm like, damn. Because I stopped watching TikTok because fun fact, guys. So you probably realize like, oh, Reaper has so many like different channels, is on so many different platforms, like on Twitter, B Sky, or Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, you know, all these different platforms, right? But I'm not on TikTok. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, I'm better than other people. Like, I don't brain rot on TikTok. They won't let me make an account. They won't let me make an account, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I tried signing up again, and it was like, well, actually, no. I was like, what do you mean, no? It just didn't work. Like, the page wouldn't load or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god, please don't tell me I gave my information to some random fucking website. Turns out it was fine. I don't know why, it just doesn't work. And then I was like, okay, well, I did make a YouTube, like I did make a TikTok account way back, way back from when I first started, right? From when I first started streaming. Because I wanted to upload clips to TikTok, right? I wanted to be like the good streamer. But no. They won't let me log in. So I'm like, what the hell? So I'm not on TikTok. I am on YouTube Shorts, which is pretty much the same thing. Because a lot of the creators that I used to follow, a lot of the creators that I used to watch, I've just eventually found them on YouTube again. You can't make TikTok? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. I probably have to use a whole different email, which is another like pain in the ass because I'm like, okay, what email can I use? I have so many of them. Because internet safety, guys, use different emails for different things. So you don't lose everything. I don't think that's a hot take, right? It's the whole reason why I even have like a business email. So yeah. But yeah, I'm not on TikTok, unfortunately. maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, because TikTok also has this thing of like being an asshole and trying to dox you. So like they'll recommend your content to people around you geographically, and I don't want that. I really don't want that. So I kind of just made my peace with it. So if you see an account saying that they're me and they're posting my artwork, that ain't me. That ain't me. And it'll only ever be me if I were to ever announce that I've been free from TikTok jail. Because I don't know. I do really love making shorts. I do love making short form content because I think it's fun out of like the long form content that I do. But I feel like for you to be good at short form content in general, you have to kind of understand what people are looking for and like trends and stuff. And it's, how do I explain this? It's easier, but also harder in a different way, right? Because a lot of people who make TikToks and like who do short form content, they struggle with doing long form content because they're unable to understand that thumbnails are really, really important for like, you know, YouTube growth and things like that, for YouTube interest. And like interactions. They're not really locked in on that, but they're really fucking good at keeping people there. Lurk, okay, thank you for the lurk, Chamber. Thank you. But yeah. It's like that, right? Where they're really good at keeping people's attention. Because again, if you're gonna do TikTok shorts, you gotta take that attention within 3 seconds. Long form videos, 30 seconds. But you know, it's like that. So what I find so fascinating about that is that they're unable to really capture people's attention because, you know, YouTube shorts and TikTok shorts or whatever short form platform, their content is just automatically shoved out to a percentage of people, and those people really like it. Then it gets shoved out to even more people. That's why metadata tags are really important, right? Because I don't know, I just find everything so interesting. I don't know, I find YouTube so interesting. But yeah. It's fascinating to me that some people aren't able to really harness that power, you know? Like you're so interesting, you're so talented, you're so like easy to understand, but you are being looked over by other people because you're unable to capture their attention in the first place. And I think I was able to really talk about these things in general because what I've noticed at least is that More is very good at doing YouTube and talking about YouTube. So if you ever see me doing anything, I usually try to get some other people's opinion on it. Even like More, where like I'll ask him like, yo, is this thumbnail looking good? Or, you know, even Snoobu, like, would you click on this thumbnail if you didn't know me? Oh, I need this to be thicker. Yeah, I just have a lot of thoughts and I love yapping about them because I think it's fun. Because even before I was doing streaming and stuff like that, I had a fascination, I guess, about people, you know, how people even made money on YouTube or how people made money on like other platforms. Because the business side of my brain doesn't really understand it, right? Like how are you making this amount of money, or how are you making this amount of money? How are you able to even fund this? And once you learn more about it, because a lot of the creators that I watch are more in the vein of like, say, Swell Entertainment. She talks a lot about conventions and going to conventions and event management and event planning and things like that, right? Safety protocols, experience overall, things that she had noticed as an attendee, and she applies that to the business aspect of it, saying like, hey, you need to hire more people or more volunteers for security work, you need to do this, you need to do that. A good thing to be mindful of this is this, you know, like events, they don't make money their first year. They really don't. You're really lucky if you even break even. Next year should be even better than that. You know, how to optimize this, how to do that. So I think it's so fascinating because I love hearing about that stuff. Will I ever use this information in my life? No. Probably never. I'll probably never use any of this information in my brain about like event planning or organizing or things like that. But I find it so fascinating to learn about because it's something that I've never had to deal with. It's something that I never had to interact with in general, right? And I see a lot of stuff on YouTube like that as well. That's why I think it was like a video that more recommended as well. It was this guy talking about how he started streaming for X amount of days, like 3 months, right? And he's a huge YouTube content creator. And he talked about how much it changed him. And I can somewhat agree, you know, because I think people don't understand how frustrating it is to be in certain niches. Like for example, I do art. I show you guys how I do my art process and things like that. And a lot of that comes from me just wanting to be honest with you guys and be like, hey, yeah, no, this thumbnail took me more than a day to do. Like, I'm not up to that level to be able to do this effectively. So I want you guys to be on the journey with me in order to get better at this. Because it's something that I do want to get better at and it's something that I do enjoy. But unfortunately, a lot of artists are sad. A lot of artists use art in order to regulate their emotions or to understand. They use art to regulate their emotions or use art to understand themselves. That is the reality of it. And when you have a large influx of people like that, you have late night streams where people are looking to find a connection, who are looking to find any meaningful interaction. You get a lot of people who are not great to talk to, unfortunately. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh my God, like get out of here, you know, stuff like that. I'm saying this because it is hard to manage people who obviously are in a dark place. At the end of the day, a lot of people look to streamers or look for live streams in order to find that connection and to feel better. But unfortunately, if they're going through a hard time, that shit bleeds over. And it is really sad to see because people just come here to do art. People just want to sit here and yap and talk about fun things and draw. I understand that. That's what I usually do, right? But they're not equipped or even prepared at all to handle those type of people. And especially if you're a very happy personality or a very like bubbly type of person or a very thoughtful type of person, or any type of positive attribute makes you a target for those people. Which is pretty sad because it usually just ends in them getting banned. Because I've been to a couple of like late night streamers as well. And just because there are times where I have things to work on or a deadline to work on, and I'm like, okay, I gotta lock in. Let me find someone stream to co-work to, right? And I see these interactions, and unfortunately, me as a person, I'm like, I kind of want to leave now, because it's like this space is uncomfortable. And usually with these streamers who are like newer, who don't really understand how to handle conflict, or unfortunately are more in line to be labeled as a doormat, they unfortunately don't know how to like bonk people or time them out or address it properly because they just don't have the experience. And also their personality type often are not very assertive. Like for example, many streamers who start, right, are very introverted. I'm very introverted, but I'm able to be confident and I'm able to talk about things I want to talk about or interact with people who I want to interact with because I built up that skill through multiple years of schooling, years of working with people, years of, you know, trying to hone that skill in my daily life before I started this, and then proceeded to add on to that skill with commonalities or situations that I get in, right? Because at the end of the day, even if you do this as like a fun thing or as like a teehee teehee, this is like my hobby, you're still gathering those skills. You're still having that professionalism. You're still like, for example, me, I draft contracts for my VGen commissions. It's like built into the system where you have to figure out how you're going to make your contract. For me, when it comes to my commissions, everyone gets monetization license. So if I draw you anything, you can use that for advertising. You can use that for social media promotions. You can use it for even monetized content on YouTube or on Twitch. You can turn it into a PNG VTuber, a PNG tuber, and use it for stream. Anything that I draw for anyone is that's what I do. And honestly, for a lot of artists, they don't. And they have every right to not do that. But for me, what I want is for my artwork to be shown to other people. I want, you know, people to see it and appreciate it. And if someone wants to use it for their video, they want to use it for their thumbnail, they want to use it for any advertisements that they're on, then go for it. You don't have to pay me for that. I know some artists do charge for that, and they should, because a lot of them are like professional artists and have like years of experience and stuff like that. But for me, I don't want to deal with all that red tape. I don't want to deal with that. The only time that it comes with like talking about money is when it comes to merchandising. So commercialization. Like if people want to make stickers out of that artwork, that is more like, okay, like I have to do this. Like I can't just leave it to chance. That needs to be like a license. So it's like that, right? A lot of fun things, And yeah, every artist has their own way of dealing with things. But unfortunately, if people are going to be streaming, I think that a lot of people in the art category do it for different reasons. For me, I just want to hang out with you guys and yap and talk about things that I watched today while I work. Because working late at night is not always great. Like today, I finished editing the video completely. I honestly made a new end card. I did a whole bunch of other stuff, right? I did a whole end card. I edited the whole video. I added, you know, subscribe here or whatever. I added some little text to it as well. Things that I had to Google in like DaVinci Resolve and figure out how to do. But you know, that brings me joy. It brings me happiness to be able to do these things and to have that freedom to do those things, right? And I do know that some of you guys are also night owls. Because I know I stayed up really late last night because I was working on this thumbnail, right? And I was trying to figure out how to edit things in DaVinci. Like, I cannot shit you. I can shit you. I can no, I shit you not, right? The thumbnail that I did for, not thumbnail, the end card that I did for this coming up video, I animated it using keyframes. If you guys don't know what keyframes are, I can't really tell you, but there's this thing in DaVinci. There's this thing in DaVinci where if you like timestamp one thing, like one image, right? Timestamp it, move it, timestamp it again, that image will move in that certain way that you moved it and you pinned it, right? So I did that on two sides, and I did that for the background, and then I had to split everything in different layers so it looked good. So it was a lot, and I was getting frustrated with it. I was like, God damn it. God damn it. But the end piece, a little rough. Still a little rough, but I think good for my first try, so I'm using it. Yeah, I think the next Twitch stream will probably be like I'm not ending anytime soon, but the next Twitch stream will probably be tomorrow. Because I also tried to keep my calendar open this week just because I had multiple people asking me if I was free. And I'm like, yeah, I'm free. And then nothing really was going on. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to be streaming and then like be called in for something. So I'm like, okay. But that should be done by it should be done by today. Where I'm like, okay, I don't think anyone else needed me this week. So I think things should be fine. Oh my god, I can see me zooming in and out on my like peripheral vision. Because tomorrow's stream, we're just gonna work on the model. I'm tired of it, Grandpa. Because I keep getting busy with other things, right? Where I'm like, no, I really want to work on the model, and I'm gonna work on it on stream because obviously things keep popping up. So let me just do that. Camilla. Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. The crowd. Oh, the line is very unstable on the right side. I'm addicted to listening to this song, I swear to god. It's so catchy. I'm listening to Camilla by Jude York. I found this song completely just through YouTube. And honestly, it's so good. It's so good. Like I have to praise YouTube's ability to find music that I like because I originally used to like I've tried to have YouTube Premium, right? And have like the music feature, but it just felt always subpar to Spotify for me. But I think they're really putting a lot of resources into it because it's gotten significantly better. Also, it's so weird not to do channel points. It feels so weird. Like you guys not redeeming care package or like head pads or anything like that feels weird. I think having this on the second monitor is really good because I can see how clear my lines are. I've also been giving a lot of thought to art fight as well. Okay, so my original goal for art fight is to do less attacks than I did last year. Because if you guys weren't around for my era of doing art fight, and if you don't know what art fight is, I'll explain it for a little bit. So art fight is a month-long team-based art trade, quotation marks. So basically, you beat each other up by drawing each other's characters, and whoever has the most points by the end of the month wins. And you get to be on teams, and you can choose your team, which is a lot of fun, or you can do random, but that's also a thing. You can also get the secret second option, which is being a trader, which is usually what I do. I'll pick one team and then I'll betray them for another team. It's great. And they made a lot of changes to this year, especially to the rules and things like that. So be sure to read them, because unfortunately, if you break any of the art fight rules, from my understanding, you will be not allowed to participate in any future art fight, is from what I understand, right? And so it's this huge thing. Hundreds of thousands of artists participate every year. And this is all across the world. It's all across different languages and things like that, which is a lot of fun. And I did it last year because I wanted to get better at coloring illustrations. Because for a long time, I only did artwork in black and white or in grayscale because of my hardship in understanding colors, hardship in even seeing colors, right? So that's why I decided to do everything in color. And yeah, I did 14 artworks, which was a lot of fun, but 14 artworks in 30 days was a lot. It was a lot, and I do not want to do that again. Because I think I just went way too overboard. I felt very appreciative over everyone who would draw my character, like Reaps. I'm always so happy when anyone draws Reaps, right? But unfortunately, I had so many goals, and I ended up just having to do too many characters because I wanted to like be thankful to everyone and draw everyone who drew me. Which eventually led to me only doing headshots, which I really wanted to work on color and body shots. I wanted I wanted to be able to draw full body, but it's so hard. It's so hard. So I ended up just defaulting back to like what I was comfortable with, which is fine, but kind of defeated the purpose of art fight, at least challenge wise. I had a great time. I had a wonderful time doing art fight last year. So I'm really excited to join again this year, but I want to be better with time management and project management. So as you guys know, I have a lot of raid debt of drawing raiders who raid into me, right? I have a lot of side projects that I do. I have a lot of other art projects that I do. Things that I announce, things that I don't announce, updates to emotes and things like that. I'm always working on something. There's always something to work on. Always something. Banner, end card, like so many things to work on. So things get delayed a lot and I feel really bad. Like I feel so bad that the model that Lemon redeemed last year is only now being fully worked on, which sucks because I have a whole Pinterest mood board of all the things I want to add onto the model. But it's really sad to be like, yeah, I have to work it on stream because either I work on it on stream or it's just never going to get done, which really sucks. But that is the consequences of my actions. Which either way, it's gonna be a fun time. Either way, it's gonna be us hanging out and working on the model. And obviously, for my 400 follower celebration on Twitch, we're going to be doing a model suggestion. So you guys are gonna pick my next model, basically. Pick next model. And you guys can be as creative as you want with it, with the ideas of like concept illustrations and things like that. Like we'll make it a whole event, which is gonna be a lot of fun. And I will do that entire process on stream as well. And maybe by then I'll get better at like animating and being able to have my model actually move, which is gonna be a lot of fun. We're not getting into 3D rigging. We're not doing that, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. But we might do things with PNG tubing, which I think is gonna be really fun. Right now I use the software VideoTube, which is a very simple way to animate my character moving and speaking and blinking and things like that. But it's not as robust and computer heavy, CPU heavy, or whatever crap you want to say, on my device as say PNG Tuber Plus, which is where you get a lot of the more cooler animations, more detailed animations that say PNG models have. Like for example, Lord Zevon, like his hair and his little like metal things on his jacket move a lot, which I think is cool. But that's on PNG 2 Plus. So took a hot minute to set that up. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just very excited that I get to use my time here with you guys to work on more projects and for you guys to understand like why art takes so long, because I know there's a huge part of you guys who are artists, and I know there's also some of you who are not artists at all, which I think is like, it's so cool that you're here. It's so cool that all of you guys are here, honestly, because I know that it's either easy to see people who do things that you don't necessarily understand or have the passion for and you think it's fun, or it's on the other hand where it's like it's harder to understand but you still want to be there and support. And either way, whatever camp that you sit in, I want to say that I really appreciate you. And that's why I hope that I can maintain both channels of like Reapers Reprieve and then also doing ReapersRespawn, because I do want to experience more gaming stuff. I do want to try new games. I want to yeah, play games basically. And I think a huge part of that is because I want to understand why people have lifelong passions for the gaming industry, if that makes sense. Because it's the same way how I got into VTubing as well, right? Is where I didn't understand VTubers. I didn't understand why people watch them in general. Because I was ignorant and I didn't know anything. I was just angry why anime girls were yelling in my ear. I was like, why are you screaming into my ear? Ow. Because it was like an ad showing, right? I was like, what, why? Why am I being assaulted? Audible. Autobots. Audible. No. Audio. Hearing wise. Then I got into watching like Ultimate games being played. And I'm surprised I wasn't more into visual novels because like you think I would be because of the amount of like art that's in them. Because there's a mutual of mine, right? Someone I mod for, he does a lot of visual novel artwork and programming and like UI design. So a lot of times I would just play the games that he worked on stream. And he's been continuing working on games. It's just that he doesn't really market them anymore on his social media. So I'm like, oh, I usually never hear about them, or it's usually just like smaller roles because everyone's like super busy, right? Also like with the whole commission work and things like that. So we haven't played a game that he worked on in quite a while. But that's what it makes me think about like art in general and how like I think to appreciate like an easy way to appreciate gaming and music and like a no-brainer way would just be playing visual novels. So I'm like, ooh. So I've been trying to search for more. I've been trying to find more and make sure that I look up like release dates and seeing if we can play them together. Let's see. Yeah, and I hope that I'm better. Not better. I hope I'm, well, obviously better. I hope that I'm better and faster at drawing. That's what I'm also trying to work on. Because I found this really cool video about this lady who ends up doing artwork with, not with, like, how do I explain this? She does artwork in 15 minutes or less. And I don't know how she fucking does it, dude. Like, I literally watch her draw and I'm like, damn, I ain't shit. I take so long. I take so long, which is fine. It's completely fine if you take a while to do art and things like that. That's completely fine. It's just I want to be faster and I want to have like I just want to be a better artist at the end of the day, right? I want to be a better artist and I want to be able to draw things either from my imagination or be able to capture specific poses in the way that I want to. And a lot of that comes with me wanting to be faster because I want to be able to get out my ideas very easily and more understandable instead of relying on like, okay, let me find a reference for this in order for you to show this. Because I was talking with one of my friends about creating a thumbnail for him. And I was like, okay, I'm down, but I have to figure out pricing because I don't know how much it's going to cost. These views take me a minute to do and to plan out. So that's a thing. And also like when it comes to me pricing things on VGen, I have to be careful because, or even any commission, I want to value my own work, but I also want to be mindful of who my client is. So, for example, if someone came up to me who has under 1,000 subscribers and asked for me to make a thumbnail for them, I'd be like, okay, sure, like we'll figure things out. And I probably would price them lower than I would someone with more resources, if that makes sense. So it's like that too, where I'm like, it's hard because I do know that most people are not like they don't have like a shit ton of subscribers. They don't have like a shit ton of money to be putting into this. So I also want to be mindful of that. Like no thumbnail art is going to cost like $80. That's going to be, let's be real. Those are like the pricing for my illustrations. But that's what I think about. And trying to price artwork that I make is hard for me because I don't price based off of how long it took me. Like, I don't price based off of how long it took me to do it. I price based off of what I think is fair. So it's hard for me to figure out a price for that. And I think it's something that many artists struggle with as well. Because it's all about knowing your audience as well, you know? Like who are the people who are going to be commissioning you? Like for example, me, most of my commissions, if not all, come from either people who watch me on Twitch or friends, like other streamers. So I don't want to charge people too much, if that makes sense. Because like I get it. I get being a small fry, you know? So it's always that struggle for me to figure out pricing and things like that. And luckily everyone has been very kind and understanding and has been very much like, oh yeah, price what you think that you should price, and you know, all those good things, right? Which I'm so grateful for. I'm absolutely so grateful for. But I always want to make sure that I'm mindful of who my clients are and not taking their support for granted. There we go. Oh, I didn't even post on Twitter. Let me go post on Twitter. I forgot. I just announced it in the Discord and I was like, tee tee, and I ran over to YouTube. Let me do Beast Guy. I got so excited I forgot. Oh, this is looking so good. This is looking so good. Oh, I'm like pushing on the mic. Another thing that I've been thinking about is just extreme sports. So I brought this up earlier because I got a chance to talk with my parents, right? And I was like, I'm so glad that my brother, you know, I have an older brother, right? Reeps bro, or bro Reeps. Anyways, he's my older brother. And the thing that made me think about it, right, is the fact that he has always been an athletic person. He's always been into like football, like basketball, baseball. If there's a ball, he's in there, right? He's always so into sports and doing like even running and shit like that, right? And I'm so glad that he never got into extreme sports. So like things like skiing or like rock climbing or no rope rock climbing, because that's crazy to think about, right? That one of your family members could be like one day just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start climbing mountains with no ropes. Why? What just why would you do that? Oh, you know, I just want to feel the adrenaline and feel alive, you know? So you can feel dead in 10 seconds? What do you mean? Because then it comes into like a manner of safety, right? Where it's like at the end of the day, people can do whatever the fuck they want. They can be a part of any sport. They can, you know, go hiking at the dead of night and like, I don't know, fucking go in a waterfall or some shit like that, right? Go bathe in the moonlight because you freaky like that. But that's what I think about. I think about like, damn, people really just be doing that. Because I don't know about you guys. I may be a night owl, but you would never catch me going around at night. Like traveling at night. Like I can understand going on walks at night if you have like a private garden and shit like that. But like, if not, then like, fuck that. I'm staying aside. And I guess for me, it counts on like the time of night too. Like if it's just turn night, then it's like, yeah, fine, go and do random shit. That's fine. Who cares? But like, if it's if it's like 2 a.m. and you're like, yeah, let's go on a walk outside. Excuse me? No. Come on, don't be like that. Just come and hang out. No. I want to die. Just because it's like, you never know who you're going to run in at night. And like the crazies usually go at night, right? It's like all those experiences I had truck driving in the middle of the night. Experiences I had going into abandoned buildings at night. Weird encounter I had at the convenience store at night. Weird person on the train at night. Weird person in the Uber at night. You know, that's where all the creepy freaky frog shit happens, right? So I'm like, hell no. Hell no. You cannot get me. You cannot get me into like traveling or thinking it's fun going around at night. Like when I was younger, when I was like in university and like until of high school, I was more adventurous, but like not anymore, dog. I think I was just so scared of like listening to true crime horror podcasts that I was like, I can't be like a girly pop and take risks. You know? Because there's this like YouTube channel that I watch very often. It's called like Yes. I think it's really just called Yes or Yes Man or Yes Okay or something like that. And what I thought was so fascinating about it is just like is a group of guys, right? And they're like briskies and they hang out and stuff like that. They've been doing this for a long time. And they do content surrounding like, hey, we're gonna go to this country and we're just gonna vibe and we're gonna find out how to feed ourselves. Okay, but we have no money. And I'm like, oh. So they rely on the kindness of strangers in order to like feed themselves for like a day, right? They're not trying to exploit anyone or anything like that. It's just that like it's seeing how kind people can be and trying to understand how human interaction happens, right? And they're doing these in countries that are like more okay to do this in, I guess. And by more okay, I mean like they have a chance of it going better or good. You know, like they're not going to do this in like a area of town that is very shady, right? Because I think that would be dumb and I don't know why they would do that. Like I don't want them to get hurt. I don't want anyone to lose their life to content creation or trying an experiment. That's not what the vibe is, bro. So I'm glad that they choose very carefully the things that they're going to be doing, or at least video ideas. And it's really nice to see things work out. Personally, like I think it's great to see that, you know, they do get kindness. And mind you, like to be someone to say yes to almost anything or to go with the flow, I think is a very specific type of person. To be down with it and to have a positive attitude and to be very engaging, I think is very rare for people. Because personally for me, my thought process would be like, okay, well, you know, what about safety? What about this? You know, what about that? Like there's so many things that could go wrong. And I think channels like that make me feel a little bit hopeful about the world, because I know that a part of it's probably stage or whatever, like logistically speaking or things like that, but I just like the idea that things are not as dark and as hopeless as things like are not dark and hopeless as media makes it out to be. So seeing these guys go to different countries or very like specific countries that are not talked about, and to experience life there for a little bit and to interact with the locals and try to have like a good time with them, I think it's great. At the end of the day, like, you know, that's a little feel good content that I enjoy watching. There was a part of my life that I started watching a lot of content that was not in that genre, that was more like a lot, I mean a lot of true crime. A shit ton of true crime. And I think those videos are great. I think it's very important for these things to be discussed. I think it's very important for people's stories to be told and for people to learn from them. To know that, like, hey, even if I have the best intentions, there are some people who will always have the worst intentions. And to be very careful with who you interact with and to have personal safety at the forefront of your mind. I think all of those things are very good. And I think people who do that content, most of the time, at least the people that I had watched, had done it in a very specific way that was very respectful and was very detailed, that I really appreciated. However, I really sincerely believe that if you watch content that is very dark, that is very unsettling, you need to have a balance of that. Because if you are constantly only watching like really sad shit, then it starts affecting you mentally. And that's why whenever I go into bouts of listening to scary stories or listening to true crime or doing this or doing that, right? I try to mitigate that, or I try to balance that out with more fun things. Like for me, example, I do not read horror books. I do not read them. Horror books are a whole different genre of horror that I think can get very out of pocket, if that makes sense. For example, I was recently listening to this guy talk about reading one of the most unsettling books on TikTok. So like, okay, with a title like that, I have to click. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna listen because I want to know, like, what made it so bad. So it was a TikTok. Hold up, I gotta get my hair out of my face. I have like a fan blowing on me because it's so fucking hot. But you know, I had watched this video about him talking about this book. I think it was like Grandpappy, I think it was called. And the book itself, listening to him read it and talk about it, he obviously gave more of a watered down summary. Well, not watered down. He gave a pretty solid summary of the book in general because I listened to him talk about it for like 45 minutes. So he basically went through the entire book and what happened in it, and then at the very end went into his final thoughts and things that he just final thoughts, things that he enjoyed, things that he thought were stupid, what his overall feeling about the book was in general. And as I was listening to him, he was like, yeah, you know, I end up reading a lot of like horror books because I enjoy the horror genre, at least in book form. I think they do a very good job at maintaining suspense and mystery and engagement, that I have a lot of fun watching it. I think it's great. I think I have a great time. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. All right. And he talks about how he ended up finding the book. He's like, I saw a lot of people talking about this book on multiple different shorts. And I was like, okay, well, all right. I'll guess I'll listen to it. Well, I guess I'll read it and see what happens. Because a lot of the lists that were given were by either creators that were very in his same niche that he really looked up to, or that he would take book recommendations from. And that he was like, okay, I really like this person, you know, like we have the same taste in books. I think it'd be a really good time to read this. So he was like, bet, you know, I'm gonna read it. And the book itself was, this is the thing, I do not Like, I really do not fucking like horror that mix in violence and sex or anything sexual. I hate it, dude. That's why I can never say that horror's like a favorite genre of mine, because of that. Because it's so much of that. Like it's very common to see the two blended. Like, you know, like think of like the old school horror movies where you'll see like two college people like getting freaky froggy, right? Getting freaky froggy in the like backseat of the car as the killer's like walking up to them, right? Where I'm like, why do we have this scene? Why? Or like, I distinctly remember some scenes of like certain movies. I don't remember which movie it was, but like the killer putting their chainsaw that they killed other people on like the private area of a girl, like of a woman. And I'm like, I'm just weirded out, dude. I'm not even scared anymore. I'm just weirded out. So that's why I don't like a lot of horror. Like, that's why I don't like saying that I like horror, because of those connotations. And I know that's not all what horror is, obviously, but it's really hard to shake something that I do not like. So when it comes to books, they really go into it, and I just don't like it. Like, I audibly just sigh whenever I get to anything like that. And so lo and behold, they had a lot of sexual stuff in that book as well, where I don't mind listening to it, like someone talk about them reading it, but I think I would not have a great time if I had to actually read the book myself. And unfortunately, with a genre like horror, people like to pretend that they're very deep and like try to take their readers by surprise, to the point where they lose sense of what they're originally trying to tell. When it comes to books and stories and things like that, you are telling a story. I want to experience the story. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's, you know, freaky, and it's unusual, and it's unsettling and things like that, right? Yeah, okay. I understand that, but I want an actual story to be told and for me to understand it. Not just some weird excuse to make your weird fantasy out of. But that's why I feel like a lot of the books that come out of horror end up just falling into that, let me make this book as freaky as possible and also as unsettling as possible, without understanding the substance that makes horror movies that I still think about great. Like, yes, I'm gonna remember the weird imagery in my head when I think of horror movies that I've watched. But the reason why I remember it so well is because of the overarching story and how fascinating it is. That, for example, like in Talk to Me, when there's a scene about, you know, they're talking about the kid who was in the hospital, right? And how the spirits were trying to take possession of him. And so they show this scene, which is very graphic, but it's very unsettling because you can't tell what it is. But once you realize like what's somewhat happening, it's just gross. It's just gross all around. But the reason why that scene sticks with me is because the overarching theme of the movie, of, you know, or at least intention of the movie, I should say, like, these spirits are trying to influence the young girl into thinking that it's something that it's not. That this is going to be a detriment, and this is going to be like, you have to take action because he's being hurt by these things. You have to do this. You have to make a decision now. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you hesitating? Do it now, you know? That type of energy is being sent towards her through these spirits because they want her to fuck up and make the wrong choice. So it's adding layers as to like, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, this is so fucking sad. oh my god, is this real? Is this not? Is this something that the ghosts are telling us, or is this something that's actually like, is this something that's not even happening? um and you think back to the movie and you're just like, wow, wow. But just throwing a bunch of weird scenes like that in my face and expecting me to understand and expecting me to be enamored with no substance is not gonna happen. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why they would go in that direction instead of trying to make something that's going to be memorable, that's going to be a movie that I think of long after. Even, for example, horror and gaming. I never even played I never played mouthwashing, but I still think about it because I watched Soap play it. And I just think about the story. I think about the horror aspect of it and how incredibly creative they were with their abilities that they had, right? Like, they were not into like it's a horror game that has low graphics, that isn't relying on guts and gore and things like that, but things like, for example, the monster that you couldn't see, and how do you destroy something that you cannot see, and you try to figure out the triggers for it, right? Or trying to understand scenes that you're placed in that link with other scenes, if that makes sense. So that's why I really like the detail when it comes to horror, when it comes to storytelling. I don't really care for anything overly gory or overly offensive, if that makes sense. Because I don't really give a shit. Like, you're gonna be another Twitter post that I see that's freaky, and I'm not gonna remember you the day after. But I'm going to remember mouthwashing. I'm going to remember Talk to Me. I'm going to remember Obsession. That's what's gonna continue being on my mind. I played that one. I had someone explain me this story. Yeah, exactly. It's a really fun way to, like, it's a interesting way to experience the story, and it's a fun way to connect with other people who like the game, right? Like, I sat there and I was explaining to So what the story was, how I picked up on this or the hints of that, or, you know, the other aspects of it. And even me, someone who's a big fan of the game, ends up getting input from other people where I was like, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that theory. That's crazy. Or that, sorry, I'm like hiccuping. Or that like concept. That's so fucking interesting, dude. But yeah, that's why I don't really tell people that I am a fan of horror, because I don't really think I'm a fan either. Like, I like horror, but not in the, I don't watch the most fucked up shit. Like, no, I want to sleep tonight. I want to not have that weird imagery in my brain. Thank you. But the suspense, sure. The suspense. Oh, yeah. I should probably make the notches in the fingers. Oh yeah, but with that story that I was talking about, the TikTok book that creeped everyone out, turns out the guy who read it didn't even like it. He was like, "Yeah, I did not enjoy it." He's like, it was weird. It didn't really make sense. And I was like, "No, that's so fair." Because even me trying to explain it to, like, for example, I was explaining it to Moore, and no, It was not good. I think there were really interesting concepts, you know, but execution wise, I don't think they really landed. And I felt his pain. Oh, sorry. I felt his pain. I gotta stop popping my peas. Stop! Popping the peas. I gotta lean back whenever I do a pea sound. But basically, I felt that because I also read a book one time purely based off of like my favorite book talk or book YouTube creator. Because she was like, oh, I really like this enemies to lover romance. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll read it. Because the thing about me, I love romance books. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. I really like them because this is the thing with romance books. I think that they do such, like, how to explain this? Romance books, I think the reason why I like them so much is that we get to understand if it's a really good book. If we get to understand the two people involved in the relationship. We get to how do I explain this? I guess just that we get to understand the two people in the relationship, because when you're in a relationship, that's your bae, that's your baddie, bro. Like that's your best friend. That's someone who you're always gonna rely on. That's someone who's going to be there for you for the rest of your life, and that's the person who you're going to work with for the rest of your life, you know? Like you're in a committed relationship, and I think it's so fascinating because we get to experience these characters and understand who they are as people and how they connect to each other as people. Yes, the fantastical aspects are fun, you know, the like, oh, the cute moments are really good to like watch and listen to, right? Or like read and things like that. But what really makes romance fun and how do I explain this? What makes romance a fun and enjoyable category for me to read is purely the relationship the two characters have and the relationships that they have with other people, and how that, you know, we get to really know them. We get to understand why they react this way. We get to be like, okay, you know what? This person, I can give them credit for where credit's due. They've developed more as a person. They've continued to get better as a person. They've continued to understand themselves, and this is the choices that they make, and holding people accountable for the choices that they make. Because I feel like with a genre like romance, you're able to actually have that at the forefront instead of that being an additive on the back burner like in other series. Like, yes, action and fantasy and things like that is fun, like the hero's journey or like other forms of media, but you only get the heroes. You don't really get other people's perspectives. Maybe you're lucky and you get the best friends, but it's very rare. But with romance, it's like more, how explain that? More guaranteed, I guess. Like a safer bet, you're gonna get those interactions between characters. You're gonna get that trying to understand them or trying to understand the other person, which is like, you know, the romance person, the person you're gonna raise up. Oh my god, this is coming out so good. Jaybird. Hi, Jaybird. The box is so fucking cute. Oh. Oh, this is so fun. Wait. Wait, I got you guys. I didn't know I could do this. Boom. Oh, did I kill the whole chat? Okay, no. Found it. I love the box cat. It's so cute. There you go. Secret super secret live stream. You guys get to ask me something. I don't know what you would ask, but it's there. Just you know, don't be too freaky. The community guidelines. I don't want to get bonked on my first stream, dude. This one. The think emoji. Oh my god. Maybe I I'm looking at the I drew the hand before, but I'm not sure where I placed it. Come on, load Canva. I know I uploaded the reference to here. Oh my god, do you guys bite your lips? I try not to. It hurts. It hurts so bad. Sorry, I have nothing to ask. I'm way too freaky. I'm a Jaybird. Kind of. Oh, I see. Jaybird, I'm just kind of freaky like that. Can I copy this? Can I paste it into here? No. Can I screenshot it? This is my artwork. I did draw this. I'm getting things ready on my side. Oh, for yesterday? Or yesterday? For tomorrow? Makes sense, makes sense. Does this look good? I don't bite my lip, but sometimes I do stick my tongue out a little bit. Oh my god, you bleh! You do the bleh. Hold up. We have a cat. She goes like this. This is her little face. And she'll just sit here like this. Like she's all cute and shit. And then she'll like stick her tongue out like this. And it's so fucking cute. It's so fucking cute, dog. The bleh. Yes, W. I tend to bite my lips when I'm like focusing on something. So I'm like, stop it. So I've tried to chew gum more often. But since I'm streaming, it's like, that would be so fucking annoying, dude. I really want to finish this thumbnail tonight. You probably won't, unfortunately. Why do I insist on drawing all my thumbnails? I cry to myself. Technically, I drew 2 today. I drew the today. This stream's thumbnail today. I was giggling to myself, popped up on caffeine while I was drawing it, giggling to myself. Because I was like, tee 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 tee, this is gonna be great. Because originally I was gonna stream in the morning, right? Because I was like, I'm free, I have nothing to do. Let me just do. I motherfucker! I forgot to do the Wordle today. I hate it here. All right, guys, we're doing Wordle. Hold up. Take a break. Anyone who is working along, take a break. We're doing Wordle, and if you don't know how to do Wordle, I'm gonna share it in my own server. You know, I'm gonna do that. Hold up. Let's see. Communal Wordle. How do I do this? How do I invite people to play Wordle? I can make it dark mode? Oh my god. How do I invite? Oh, there, invite friends. Copy. I'm going to my server. Oh wait, I think I'm inviting you to the packs. Hold on. Oh no, hold up. How do I invite people to Wordle? Invite friends. How do I start my own Wordle? What the fuck, dude? Hold up. Use apps. There we go, Wordle. Oh, you have to do hashtag Wordle. Slash Wordle. Hold up. There we go. Remove the space. Why did my video stop? Oh, he stopped singing. Okay. Shit. Oh, okay, okay, okay. God damn it, what the fuck is this word? It's okay. No. God damn it. Okay. I'm 3 words in already, guys. God damn it. Chamber. I'm trying so hard, bro. I'm trying so hard. I only have 1 letter. I have 1 letter in the middle. There's no. Okay. Oh, okay, bet. Okay, I have 4. I have 1 for sure letter, and then I have 3 yellow letters. Okay. Okay. The fuck is this word? Huh. It's hard to do these when like certain letters, certain consonants are no longer there, or certain vowels are no longer there. Like the vowels are really hard if what the fuck is this word? It might be because I'm sleepy. It might be that. But I really no. I have 4 letters. Why is this still hard? What the fuck? Guys, I'm losing so many aura points. No. No, I can wordle. I believe in myself. No. God damn it. Hold up. Jamer. No, I believe in myself. Oh my god. Like, it's... What the fuck is this word? Do I even know this word? Sometimes they be throwing French words in this, and I'm like, bro. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 9 letters that I can use. It's not in that order either. Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot the O. I wasted a chance. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. No. Okay. Okay. It's not in that position. It has to be either in the beginning or the end. What word is this? What letters do you have? I have E-M-I-O. It's gonna be a simple fucking word. I swear to God, it's gonna be a simple word. Oh no. Hold up. I believe in myself. All right, done with my stuff. Gotta go to bed. Have a good stream, Reaper. Yeah, have a good sleep, Sliver. Thank you for hanging out. Jaber just starts sobbing. Or no, I think that's sweating. Oh, I still have the Q&A. There we go. I believe in myself. This is possible. O is in the middle. Fuck is this word? Imo. What kind of word is this? No, right? Because I'm like, what the fuck is this word? Like it has an O in the middle. Z. Okay. Theoretically, I needs to either be in the beginning or in the end. M needs to either be in the beginning or the end. E needs to be anywhere but the end. Okay. Here, we'll just shove random words in and see if I can see it. O-E. M-I. Hold up. Pulling up a sticky note. No. I only have one more try left. Hold up. How big is the word? Five letters. So let's see. Blank letter. It's either I in the beginning or I at the end. E needs to be, so it's like letter, O, E. And then possible, okay. We have an I and an M. And a Q, S, Z, X, V, J. Okay. I thought if I wrote it out, it'd be easier. What the fuck is this word? Because sometimes they fuck around and they put like French words in this, and I'm like, bro, come on, don't do this to me. Emoji? No, the E needs to be in the 4. Hold up. How do I share this? I'm gonna share it in the copy. Oh, I forgot I was working. This is what I have. Anyone who's playing Wordle, today's Wordle, look away. Look away. So how Wordle works, right, is that you need to these are all letters that is supposed to be here. It's just that O needs to be here. So O, E has to be here because it doesn't work here. And it doesn't work here. It could be in the beginning as well. Oh, wait. Wait, oh my god, you're so smart. God damn it, you're right, Jaber. Wait, you're right. Hold up, let me go try it. God damn it, Jaybird. You're right. You're right. I think I'm too tired. What is wrong with me? God damn it, Reeps. Thank you, Jaybird. Hold up. Thank you, J Word. Smiley face. And then we don't tell the rest of the pack members that I cheated. GG. Exactly. Exactly, Jaybird. Exactly. No one knows. No one knows I'm even here. We're just hanging out on YouTube. I'm really happy I'm able to do this though. I'm really happy I'm able to like stream on both platforms without them interfering with each other. Because everyone who comes later in the VOD, what's up? What's good? Hope that you're not watching this the day of the Wordle, because that would suck. But yeah, I'm having a great time. But yeah, I'll probably try to do these streams whenever like I'm just chilling. Because I do be having free time sometimes. But I also don't want to fuck up the schedule that I have built on Twitch. So I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't stream. But I want to. I don't want the candy. The parasites in me wants the candy. Did you also know that? We have parasites in our bodies just randomly. They don't really do anything, they're just there. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, we just have parasites in our body. Like, you just Google it. Like they're non-toxic or anything. It's just that statistically, of all the things we eat, we don't know. Even if we do know where it comes from, we can't see things that we can't, like, that are that small, basically. parasites in me want the candy. Also, I'm kind of sad ReapersRespawn's like little thing doesn't work. Hold up. Is that my actual username? Hold on, let me check. I might be dumb. No, that is my handle, ReapersRespawn. Okay, okay. That's my other handle. It just doesn't want to connect for whatever reason. Oh god, the liner. Oh god. Get it away. I think I need that. I need to make the kid better. Look. There we go. There's some line weight that doesn't look quite right. That we think we need to thin out. Oh my god, it's one. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Oh my god. Shit, hold on, hold up. Let me fix this first. There we go. All right, I think we should call it quits because it is pretty late and I am tired. But I think this is pretty good. I yapped for most of it, but you know, I'm glad that everyone came to hang out. That was awesome. I need to go to bed. So fair, Jaybird. So fair. It's hella late. Yeah, yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Can I raid anyone? Hold up. I'm pretty sure I... Hold up. What the fuck is this? No, I don't want to turn on... I don't even have a webcam. Can I not raid? I thought I can raid. No, I'm pretty sure I can. Maybe they won't let me. Because I'm new. I guess not. But yeah, thank you Jaybird for hanging out. I appreciate it. Get some good rest. Get some good good sleep. And thank you for the wordle. No one will know. But yeah, and also thank you everyone else who came in to say hi and hang out. I very much appreciate it. Have a good rest and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? I'm eating your hands. I'm eating your hands. They're so delicious. Bye bye.
7 tries, every night's a gamble. Even when I turn off all the lights, all I see are puzzles, yeah. I'd rather be dreaming, floating while sleeping, to islands in the sky. I need you to